We explored all over Cusco to find the best vegan restaurant, and almost on our last day here we discovered that the best one was downstairs at our hotel.
Just down in the lobby. We didn't even know. We don't have it listed on Google Maps or nowhere, so we had to ask at the front desk, and they said, yeah, everything's vegan. We're like, what? How could we not? So it was quite an adventure. There's some really amazing vegan restaurants in this city. We're not saying there's none. There's quite a few actually. We were very impressed, and they're all really good. But just the fact that we had it here in our hotel down first floor, just amazing.
Yeah.
We'll have this delicious lunch, and then since many of you asked how we pack and what is in our backpack, we will show you what's in our backpacks today, since we're leaving today this place, going to the next city, and we're traveling again, and everything's already prepared and packed up almost 100%, so we can easily show you what's in our backpacks.
First I'll take you through my backpack, and then we'll have Flo show you his. I will admit, everything in my backpack is basically mine, and everything in Flo's is like a little bit of both of ours. But I'll start with the main pouch. So we have both tripods, essential oils, and a first aid kit, which fortunately we've only had to use once in Thailand. Band-aids, scissors, hair ties, Uno cards. Any Uno fans out there? Minimalist deck, which is great. A hat, a myofascial release therapy ball, and then both of our bathroom kits. Not to go into too much detail, but aluminum-free deodorant, tea tree oil to clean our yoga mats, vibrator, essential, toothbrushes, wood Q-tips, nail clippers, the usual, and makeup kit. I usually actually don't wear that much makeup. It's been 15 months of traveling, and I'm just now finishing the bottle of foundation and my blush. So almost a year and a half of the same bottle, so I really don't wear all that much. Up here, I have one photo that I bring, and it's our very first photo together, actually, in Monument Valley. Actually, I don't even think we were dating yet, just barely. I think this is when we became official. But usually when we come into a hotel, then I'll take the photo out and I'll like set it on the nightstand and stuff, because then it feels like home. And then in the top, I have a tech pouch. And in this, we have a portable printer. So sometimes that's fun to print off some photos when we meet up with friends and leave some photos with them. Carabiner, some cables, chargers, a headlamp, a speaker, so we can play some music in the hotels.
Sounds like so many things, but it's all so essential.
Yes.
And it all fits in one backpack. How big is that backpack?
So there's this. I don't
Is
know
it carry-on?
actually. Yeah, well, yeah, it's a carry-on size. It's the maximum size of a backpack that you can still bring as a carry-on on the airplane. I think it's 42 liter, but I don't know. It'll be below in the description, of course. And then for these compression bags, I have a few pairs of underwear, some lingerie, all my yoga clothes, so 3 pairs of yoga leggings and 3 sports bras, and a couple dresses, pants, some shorts, a couple of shirts, a scarf, and
Such a nice lineup.
some bathroom stuff, headbands.
As if you knew we were doing a video.
Yeah, it's always this clean, I promise. A straightener, some headbands, a little portable travel towel, a Diva cup, and these are our
Oh, they have money.
rain jackets, which really saved us so many times in Bali and Ecuador when it was just downpouring, and Thailand. It's great. And yeah, sunglasses.
There were just many times on the scooter where we had to, it was downpouring so bad, and we had the raincoats, and they really saved our life.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. What do we got over there?
It's essential. And then everything over here is stuff that we bring into our carry-on on the airplane. So we have our notebooks, pens, eye masks, face mask, face shield.
Face shields currently needed in South America.
Compression socks, so our ankles are not ginormous by the time we get off the flight. Our headphones. These
are, by the way, the best noise cancelling headphones ever.
Yeah.
They even cancel out the sound from the airplane.
Yeah, and crying babies and everything. And we have headphone splitter like this so that we can plug in, and then each of us have a single cable so we can watch the same movie or listen to the same music. It's always kind of fun on the airplane. And then a couple of charging cables, our glasses, so sunglasses, and also our blue light filter glasses, which are essential as soon as the sun goes down. This is a battery charger, a battery bank, but then it also is a heat pack, so you can turn it on and then it's a reusable heater, and that's so nice because I'm always so cold on the airplanes. And this was my congratulations for quitting corporate gift from Flo, and I love it.
One of them.
One of them, yes. You got me a few things, but I'm usually cold, so this was perfect. Our phones, of course, tablet for movies and also for shows, and Flo does a lot of photo editing from the tablet, so he always has that with him. Both of our Kindles for reading, and headphones, the Osmo, which is a gimbal style camera.
Small camera for filming stuff in between.
And our passports, and our water bottle. And that's it from me, I think. Yep.
So you got...
On to you.
So you got this one backpack, putting everything in there. Then we got this for the flight, shared. And what is that?
Looks like a very important business suitcase, but it's actually our harmonium, so we can play live music during yoga classes. We usually also have a Rav drum, a hand drum, but we recently donated it and gifted it to our shaman in Ecuador because he plays so beautifully as if he's been playing for 100 years. So we recently gifted it to him. So that's our only instrument for now. Well, actually we do have one more instrument. Flo will show you when he gives you his tour of his backpack.
I guess now it's on to me, so I'll show you real quick what I have in my backpack. It's again same as Bre, carry-on size backpack, so we take them usually on the flight, especially mine I take on the flight for sure because I have all this equipment, so I take it and put it right above the seat. I got 2 yoga mats, mine and Bre's, rolled up together. I'll just strap them onto the backpack, and then here on the side I have a nice pouch for my laptop for editing. So laptop goes in here. I put usually Bre's laptop in there as well, so we can both take them with us on the flight. And then I have one big pouch, a pocket compartment, and then 2 smaller ones. The big one is all clothes, so I have just some stuff, a hat, the one I'm wearing is all I basically have. Jeans, shorts, another sweatshirt, and then in here you can also compress this is 2 yoga shorts and 3 t-shirts and underwear, of course, but no socks because I have no shoes. We're only wearing the sandals so far, which will also change I think soon. And then I have my belt for jiu-jitsu, some supplements. Don't ask what supplements we take, we have that on our website listed. Just check the description. In here I got some stuff, a case for watches and for jewelry like bracelets and necklace, mala beads. These are all the cables we need for live streaming. So every time we go live, I have to do like a huge setup and use all these cables and connect everything, and this is all we need for live streaming, as well as this little guy. So this is how we live stream. It's quite a lot to carry, especially because we only go live like once a month on Patreon and on YouTube every, I don't know, 3 months or something. So it's a lot if you look at this to carry, but it's worth it. We love going live, we love being there for you guys, so it's worth it. Now we get to the right side. As you can see, left side, mostly clothes. This is basically all I have as clothes, plus the stuff I'm wearing today. And the right side is all equipment. So more than half of my backpack, I would say 60% is equipment, 40% is clothing. I'm not gonna go into a huge amount of detail, but this is a big lens, 200mm zoom lens, needs quite some space. These are a bunch of cables, all we need to film to create content. Then we got the drone, plus some other things, Mavic Mini, small drone, intervalometer to take photos of ourselves. Still many people ask, like, how do we take photos of ourselves? Do we have a photographer with us? And the answer is no, we use a tripod that Bre is carrying, and this thing that will trigger the camera every 1 second or 2 seconds, and that's how we take photos of ourselves. A nice Ethernet cable for secure connection to plug into hotels to upload stuff, and of course the drone. More equipment. This is a pouch for a bunch of cables, just random USB-C, micro USB, all kinds of cables. This has hard drives in it, battery, power bank, the thing to live stream, a notebook for journaling I filled up over the last year. This is the audio recorder that we use to record our audios for the videos, for the classes, and also for the guided meditations on Patreon. 360 camera, this little guy, nice for adventure stuff, waterproof, very nice. And I think this is the most important pouch ever because it includes all of our footage. So we got these SSD drives, then a backup drive for my MacBook, and then another backup drive. So this includes everything that we own, everything for YouTube, everything for Patreon. So this is, I think, just the most important pouch. So this is my little baby. If I lose all of this, if I have this still, all the content we created, I'm good. I can still get a new MacBook and edit. But if this is gone, oh no. Let me put that all back. I have a whole system to it so that it all fits.
Yeah, what's your system? Tetris?
Yeah, basically it took a little bit to figure it all out. But then it all fits and it all closes. And it's all perfectly in place. Look at that. I'll fit this here in the corner, a little Tetris, like you said. And then this creates the space perfectly for the lens. And then this will close.
What's in the last one?
Last compartment. Very nice camera cube I have here. You can take out the whole thing and take basically all the equipment with me if I need to. Also, it protects it very nicely because it has this protective layer all around. And this is for more equipment, surprise. All the lenses are in here, all kinds of focal lengths. Got some SD cards here and a very nice case.
Waterproof.
Yep.
Again, very important.
Very important. This is for ND filters. This is empty because this is what we're using right now. This goes on this. And then one more ND filter here. Just some little things that are really important. Some more batteries and the second camera with a battery pack attached to it. So the camera is usually only this. And then we attach this. It can take 2 batteries, and that's how we can film a lot longer and longer classes, for example, for Patreon. But all of this equipment I have listed in our kit. So don't comment below and ask what's this lens, what's this SD card. It's all listed in the kit. All the details on the filters, the lenses, actually everything you have seen in this video so far, even the stuff I'm wearing, the backpacks itself. Maybe you were wondering what was this dress that Bre had, or the hoodie, or the yoga leggings, or what were the headphones, or the blue light glasses, or whatever question you have. We actually have all the things that you saw today in this video listed in our kit, so that you can just go there, look around. We also have our favorite books there, documentaries, movies. Really, any question you have about what we have, what you have seen, it's in the description below in the kit. And lastly, one more instrument, like Bre said. This is called a mouth harp, or a Jew harp, or a jaw harp. This one is from Indonesia, and it was gifted to me by my shaman friend Aime in Ecuador. Very precious gift, very dear to my heart. I love it so much, and I play it every single day. And I'm pretty sure most of you have not heard it before, or even seen this instrument. I don't know if it focuses on me. Maybe it takes my face.
There we go, yep.
Super small instrument. Let me know in the comments below if you have seen this instrument before. Bre loves this last sound so much. Now it sometimes gets stuck in my beard. Not ideal, but it has this beautiful pouch, and so I play it usually at night, or sometimes when we are in a magical place. I like to play it. I think no one of you has seen this yet in a class, but at the upcoming retreats in the next months, or maybe over the years, whenever you're watching this, I will include this in our offerings. Maybe even in a class on YouTube. Well, that's basically it. So this space here is for the camera that we're using right now, which has a microphone on top. Of course the lens, a filter, the camera, and a small tripod, so it will fit in here. And this again also zips up perfectly, and everything is nice and protected. And again, I never check this bag. It's just too valuable. It's basically everything we need for business and to be online and to get work done is in here, and it's super important to us. So it's the maximum size for carry-on, and so I always take it with me, although it's really heavy. Usually they don't weigh this backpack. Usually carry-on is like 7 kilograms or so. I think this one is like 20 or something. It's so heavy. But usually they see the backpack and it looks small enough. It fits in this checking thing at the counter. It fits perfectly in the overhead compartments, and so usually no one asks any questions.
As you saw, by the time we zipped up our backpacks, there's 0 space left. So we often get requests for calibrations, or people to send us things or ship us things, or it might just be some very small thing to put in a bag. But you can imagine that even having a spare hairbrush or a spare pair of pants, we just don't have space for it. And if we do accept any new things, we have to get rid of something else. So it's a one in, one out policy for the last 1.5 years. As you can imagine, everything that we have in our backpack, we absolutely love.
And I think that's the important thing, to really only have the things you truly love, that bring you joy, that are useful, and that you are actually using, and that don't just lay around or you just take with you. Because now this is of course an extreme situation with having only a carry-on size backpack where our whole life is in, because we don't actually have any other things stored anywhere else. This is really all we own, and you really have to think about if you want to get something, or if you're using it or replacing it or getting rid of it. So all the things we have, we absolutely love.
We actually do have one crate in San Francisco that is designated specifically for Burning Man.
Well, we wouldn't travel with Burning Man outfits.
Yeah. That would be pretty funny to be teaching a yoga class in a sequins alien costume. But besides that, everything that we have with us is everything that we own. So we're really grateful for every item that we have, and also has taught us a lot about materialism and about where we value our happiness when it comes to our possessions. It wasn't always like this. Both of us had a lot of things at one point. You can even check out our video where we moved out of our apartment and into an RV a couple years ago. And even downsizing from an apartment to an RV was really overwhelming, and we had to get rid of probably 90% of our things in order to fit everything into the RV. And then we were in the RV for 1 year, and then again we downsized even smaller, 90%, from an RV into a backpack.
It was a nice step in between to transition and to prepare us for the backpack traveling life. There's a couple of things that I think we both miss and we both would love to have more space for. For example, for me, I would love to have my own gi, my own kimono for jiu-jitsu. I only go to jiu-jitsu academies and ask for a loaner gi, and if I can rent one there. Usually they have one, sometimes they don't, and they give me theirs from home or something. So I would love to have my own that actually fits nice and that I feel good with and feel good in to train. So I would love to have some more space for that, and also for jiu-jitsu no-gi stuff, a rash guard, jiu-jitsu shorts, also real shoes. It's been challenging sometimes in colder climates with only the sandals, but there's just no space for the shoes, and also a nice winter coat, I think, for both of us. And it just takes up some more space. So we might make some, or we will make some changes in the very near future to have some more space. So we'll change up the backpacks we use. We might get like a roller suitcase, maybe one each, and so we have a little bit more space for those kind of things. Yeah, and more warm clothes and just more variety of clothes. I've been wearing the same pants for 1.5 years now, which isn't bad. It's actually really great, and I love those pants, and they were $10 from Bali, and they're awesome, and I'll probably have them for another 20 years. But still, it's nice to have a little bit more variety. The outfits for me become a little bit mundane, and I try to mix it up with like headbands or bracelets or necklaces or something to switch it up. But as you can probably see on most of the videos on our channel, we're wearing the same 3 pairs of leggings. and photos on Instagram, all the same outfits. Yeah, same outfits, but it's all good. That's just part of it, and that's the stage that we're in. I think it was great for the first year of traveling, doing like absolute minimal and like carry-on size only, like very limited things. But I think for the next year to come of traveling, and also traveling and teaching more in person, we will change things a little bit up. This was an awesome experience for the past year, and for the next year to come we will switch it up a bit. And we did have one more bag that we secretly did not show in this video, and that included a lot of gifts that we bought here in Peru to head back to America with, because we're flying into Montana in just a few hours is our flight. So we'll be flying back in to visit my family for a couple of weeks, and for Mother's Day and my dad's birthday. So it's gonna be great. We have not seen them in over a year. We visited my family while we were traveling through Europe and Germany, and we have not been in the US in a long time, so it's time to see the family and also some friends. We're excited to do a quick stop in the US and then continue our travels. And we also have a lot of gifts that we're ordering to be put in our suitcase so we can bring them to Mexico, because every retreat we include little gift bags for our retreat attendees. For now, at least, we did 1.5 years in a carry-on size backpack. If we can do it, you can do it. If you're interested in learning more about minimalism and how to downsize your life, you can also check out some documentaries that we recommend in our movies and documentaries list about minimalism. That's in the description below in our kit under movies and documentaries. But we also understand this isn't for everybody, and nor are we encouraging everyone to quit their jobs and travel the world and live out of a backpack. We're just showing you how we made it work and how we do make it work. So we hope that you've enjoyed the video and you got some insight out of it, and now you can actually see what fits in our backpack. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.